Hey guys, welcome back. This is 1835 and I just flew this beautiful plane, and I have to say that this is probably one of the most fun planes I've flown in a while. She just flies and does whatever you want her to do, and she just does it looking good. So one thing I wanted to share is a few mods that I did, and these are all very simple mods. And let me show you them now. Alright, so the first thing that I did was I removed the nut that this came with, which is basically this nut right here. That looked a little cheesy to me, so I took this, I don't know if you'd call it a spinner, but I think it came from my Corsair. I had a spare one for some reason, and I used that instead, and I think it looks better than that nut, in my opinion. You can obviously disagree, but I don't know about you, but I'd rather have this than that. Okay, and obviously I've got the Dubro skis on here. The only thing I needed to do was I had to put in a spacer inside the plastic here, because this shaft, or I don't know what else you'd call it, but this shaft here that would normally have the stock Tundra tires on, it's a little bit on the thin side, so the hole for the ski was actually wider, so I needed to put some kind of bushing on there. And what I used was a brass bushing, and I'll show you that right now. Right there. I believe it's about, let's see here, probably about 3 millimeters in diameter. I just cut one to length. You can cut it any way you want it, but basically the way I did it, let me move that thing away, is I basically made the length from here to the end of where this metal piece is here to this point up here. So that would be, let's measure that. Let's measure that. So if you want to look at it in inches, you're looking at about, let's see, hold on, about 5/8. It'd be helpful if I showed it to you. About 5/8 inch in length. So just to cover from here, from the starting of this right here to here. I didn't really, I mean, I could have made it longer, maybe past the spring here, but I just left it at that length. Again, you could do whatever you want. You could probably just go all the way to the end of the spring, but I didn't do that. In any case, the bushing just gave the ski a much more tighter fit, but it's not tight where it doesn't move. It's still able to move. So to me, it worked great. So okay, now as far as the battery bay is concerned, I did add some foam in the inside. This will make it so that the battery does not have to be completely velcroed down. The foam will actually hold it in place, and it also makes it very easy to put the batteries in and out. So let me just show you how easy it is for me to do this. Alright, let's see if I can do this thing one-handed. All I do is I push it in there. Can't see it here, hold on. Push it in, push it down. That's it. She's ready to go. Again, I just push the battery into the foam all the way to the back, and there's like a little foam that's actually coming up, which stops it from going any further back. And once it's to that point, I just push it down, connect the Velcro in the front part of the battery, and she's in. And when I want to take it off, pull up and out, ready to go. Put a new battery in there. Alright, so here it is. Very, very simple to make, obviously. I mean, this does not take a genius to do this. And let me just show you something inside. As you can see, there's a little area there that you can push that foam into, and that'll hold that in there nice and snug. And the reason why I obviously have this side shorter than this side is because this is the side where the ESC is, and I didn't want that in the way of that. I just wanted to try to make it as clean as I can and as simple as I can. So this actually works great. I only have a little piece of Velcro, as you can see here. It's not all the way the whole length of the battery. You don't need it once you use this foam, because this back part of it actually holds the battery down, so no need to have a full Velcro on there. And that thing's usually harder to take out. This way it's nice and simple. I just pull up on the front part, slide it out, good to go. Okay, so lastly, the rear struts. Really what I did was I tried to figure out which way this thing needed to be put first of all, because I don't remember seeing the instructions and look. Well, actually, I didn't even look at the instructions, so it doesn't even matter. I knew that this is where it had to go. So really all I did is I tried to figure out with the different angles that this thing had, which side it had to be in first, and then once I had that figured out, I basically dry fitted it on here, and then I proceeded to screw that portion into the plane, and you have to drill a little hole on it, on this little plastic part, to get that screw in there. And once you do that, then you can lay this, you can leave the screw loose and then lay this on here so that you know exactly where that needs to go. And what I did was I just used some epoxy for the center, and then lay that down, and then I put some CA glue on the outside just to kind of hold it in there, and then spray some kicker on it, and that held that on there until the epoxy cured. And I thought it did a really nice job. It's nice and clear for the most part, and it's secure. So very easy install. Just gotta take your time. Alright guys, so to end the video, I just wanted to say that this plane is awesome. I love it. It's my new favorite plane to fly. It just does everything, like I said before. And you can't, to me, I really like that orange and black color scheme. Kind of reminds me of Home Depot, to be honest. But anyhow, that's it. That's all I did to it. Sure flies great. I'll see you guys out in the field. Will Nate 35 signing off.